Hello, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. This reading is for Tauruses for May, and I wanted to have a very simple reading about career, love life, and whatever else comes up. And two decks were coming to me. Actually, from one, a card just jumped out while I was packing, so I will start with this one. This is the return of the lost selves, and this card is talking about all those selves that you have given away to others in order to please somebody or just for any reasons. And this card um, really directs us back to who we are when we are alone, when we are the most true, the most real, the most authentic selves of ourselves, when we don't need to please anyone, we don't need to be good enough for anybody, we are just us and free and simple. And um, this is also talking about the time that this is now the time um, where you kind of not accompanying others, but you are accompanying yourself or your forgotten selves coming back together into you, and all your forgotten experiences and the things you have you never gave yourself time to wonder about. So in May you might get caught in thoughts that or feelings that you haven't allowed yourself for so long to be caught in. Let it be. It's the time. It's the best time for that, and you will feel way more unified by this spontaneous time alone. And it's okay if it lasts for like a minute, or it's okay if it lasts for an hour, or a day, or a week. This is the time to return to all of those parts of you that especially are joyful or loving or you missed. And then at the bottom of the deck was this one, and I really loved. So your presence is a gift to others. So what it talks about is by simply being you, you are already enough. You already give yourself to others, and you are lovable. And it talks about your readiness, that after you found yourself, you will be ready by the end of the month to go back to others and give yourself as a gift to them. And it don't mean like sacrificing or giving away too much. No, it's just simply your authentic being and your friendship and your love. And yeah, you will let them in again, but sometimes it is time to be alone. And yeah, they will come. And um if you miss others, they miss you too. And yeah, they will be back, and you will be back in their lives. So yeah, if it feels a little bit like being alone, this month doesn't need to feel like lonely at all. No, this aloneness, it's more of you being you and gathering yourself. So, on that note, I chose Frida's card pack because of the creativity and the energy of it. It says, you can only lift others above fear with creativity, love, and lightness of being. Here you go. It says the exact same thing. Your being is that will uplift others. So it's not like you don't need to imagine big rocket sciencey things. It's in the simplicity, which is just so aligned with Taurus's values. And there was this other deck, the Divine Feminine. It's not because this reading is for women only, but it's because that Tauruses, they do carry a feminine and divine energy. And yeah, this one just told me. So let's ask, what's in it for May for them? Okay. So three cards jumped out. One is the goddess of compassion, who recognizes suffering in order to release it, and where curiosity breeds compassion. The other is Green Tara. Ooh, I haven't seen this one for so long. So this is about that enlightened action that comes from you after you have been at this stage. So this is uh, the female version of Buddha, which means Buddha said to go inside you and find the God and the universe and everything is inside you because they are there. So actually, it's really, really supporting you in the journey. I don't even know how to pronounce this one, Vajrayogini, probably. And this is again coming back to the essence of all Buddhas. Um, it also says everything is material for my liberation, which really connects to Tauruses and their materialistic ways of thinking in many times. And what it feels like is that it would like to call your attention to how can you liberate yourself through your materialism, through that natural way of thinking of yours. Because if those things chain you down, then they are not worth it. But if you can turn all this into liberation, then it will be, how is it? Then it will feel like the real power in your hands. That's interesting. And I'm just going back to that compassion because that curiosity breeds compassion is really important towards the end. I think what I would say is that actually the order is the opposite. Let's have this one, and from the beginning of the month, get towards that state. So first, when you are inside yourself, you meditate, you think, you ruminate, you just be. And then getting towards the end of the month and you are more ready to open up for others and be that compassionate friend and be that curious friend, be that curious partner. Okay. So, and not to mention, remember, the new moon in Taurus's message is to know your worth. And in order to know it, you will leave this whatever others are perceiving me of and go inside you and find what is my worth. You can remind yourself that this is who I am inside and this is what I stand for. And then when that can shine again, others will be attracted to that. Okay, regarding that compassion and love life, let's start with this pack, which says stay vigilant. Oops, yeah, just stamping out. Baby steps and right timing. Well, it seems that regarding what it tells me regarding your love life is that you are still guarding yourself and you do it well. You do the right thing because the message is to stay vigilant and pay attention to those signs and only take baby steps because love takes time to build and I think that is most aligned with your approach anyway. So the more you find yourself inside, the more you will feel like, yes, this is what I should take as an approach in love as well. And considering those baby steps, one more thing came to my mind: the moms, the new moms, and those who have toddlers of with the first steps. And when you have a new person, even your own child, you get to know them step by step, um, and you grow together and you show ways to each other. It's not always the mother and the parents showing, but it's about the new creature that came to your life. Let them show you things. Be open to that. So that curiosity will bring you a much nicer, tighter connection in your love life. The other is the right timing. And this one says to have faith and wait until you find the right one. So it might seem to me that maybe someone you are with together, you better be vigilant because they might not be the right one. And first practice that self love, and soon the right timing and the right one will come. Although for those who are in a relationship, then maybe it is that you have to stay vigilant so that you calm your own nervous system and being quite risk averse as you can be and satisfy that need and have baby steps so that you feel more comfortable in your skin and in the relationship, and the right timing will come, and then you will feel like, oh yes, it was worth it, we waited and it is the right one. So let's see what else is the last one about the career. What's in it for Tauruses for May? Oopsies, three. Okay, one is moving up, go to the next level. Careers on the rise. Maybe you have new offers, new opportunities, salary increase. There is a helping hand. Need others to assist with service, increase productivity, and no one can handle it all. And then expression. Open up your heart and connect with others. For me, it follows kind of similar flow, like your overall energy of going in back inside you and then out to the world again. And this is more about like in the career, you have the same energies of moving up, moving up, moving up, and going to the next level and being very focused. But in order to do that, you might need some help. And it's good, it's okay, it's not a problem. That is how things can work. In team, we are better than alone. So no one can handle it all. And you don't have to, you don't need to. And this will bring you more opportunities for self expression and your creative self. So it seems everything is going fine at work and going to the right direction, but you need to accept that helping hand. Receiving is as much of a skill as giving. And here you will give yourself, so feel free to receive help in exchange. Well, I hope you like this reading, and if you are curious for more, then go and check out my channel. Thank you very much. Bye.